Installing the exhaust temperature probe. So Banks recommends to drill the exhaust manifold and then stick a magnet down in there to dig the metal shavings out. But on the Kodiak, since we have an engine cover here and it's easier access to the back of the engine, I'm going to drill this up pipe right here and weld in a bung so that I can thread in the EGT fitting. Important to note that these things are stainless steel, so a magnet won't stick. Otherwise, I would just weld that right to the up pipe. So I got a steel bung from Banks to weld in. These are not included in the kit. They're sold separately. You can get them anywhere. It's 1/4 inch pipe thread. If you wanted to, you can actually get this Bully Dog EGT bung. This is 1/8 inch pipe thread, so you don't have to drill as big of a hole. And they fit right on the Banks. Let's get started. I'm going to pull this heat shield so I can access that pipe a little easier. You could get to the pipe without taking this off, but this will make life easier. Alright, we're going to use the shop vac to try to prevent metal shavings from getting in the pipe. Okay, so we got the hole drilled good enough to weld the bung on. And what we're going to do now is bust out the old inspection camera. And we're going to look and see how much metal shavings we got inside the hole. Look at all the metal shavings. So now what we're going to do is get this magnet. We're going to try to fish all the shavings out of the hole. And I hope this works, because if not, I'm pulling this up pipe, which means I'm going to be delayed waiting for new gaskets and stuff like that. I want to get this thing done today, hopefully. So let's see. One thing's for sure, these Duramaxes have a variable vane turbo, and if you get some of these metal shavings up into the variable vanes, you know, all it takes is to jam one vane and then it jams all of them. There's some other guys on YouTube that have done some rebuilds on the variable vane turbos. You know, you can take a look at those videos to see what you don't want to get involved in. Not just from something like this. Look, we got some more. You can't ever do too much fishing on a job like this. This pipe is kind of in the way. I'm considering just cutting this smaller so I can get in down at that angle. Okay, now we have the chopped down version. Look, go way further down now. Coming out pretty clean now. A couple tiny little shavings. Hopefully if they're small enough, they'll just blow by the turbo if there's anything left. Oh. So watch, I'm going to put a little bend on it like that. I'm going to go in at an angle. Much easier to weld on a flat surface so you don't have to fill gaps. Okay, I'm gonna check the weld on the back side. That looks good. This fitting, it looks like it's just in there permanently. You know? I guess it ought to seal up. Hope so. I'll just put the probe in it and start the engine and see how it sounds. I kept the fitting in there during the welding process so that the slag that you see flying off the weld wouldn't fly down in the pipe. And this is what we ended up with. Okay. Smells like exhaust though, huh? Fucking great.
It looks like there's a little smoke coming out of it.
Well, I had sprayed some PV blaster on it before in case I was gonna have to take the bolts out. Okay, so we're gonna check for exhaust leaks by spraying WD-40 on it. And it looks like it's leaking right there. That weld would not pass the NASA test, would not go into outer space, it has air bubbles in it. So I'm going to come back and put another bead on it right here. Now that fitting's really warped in there. I'll let it cool off for a minute.